My name's Judy Hill. I'm an inspector with Police Scotland covering the Highlands and Islands Division. Our officers are sadly regularly attending traumatic incidents, from fatal road traffic collisions to suicides and other traumatic events. So quite often with it being such a rural area, we have small shifts operating in those areas, so the exposure to the trauma and that repeated exposure to the trauma can sometimes be increased. Yeah. We still have that macho culture in the organisation where to talk about mental health or to disclose a mental health issue is maybe seen as a weakness, or may be seen as something that might prevent somebody from advancing in their career. And we're trying to challenge that. We're trying to break that down. The See Me in Work programme allows us to measure our progress as we're going along. It allows us to get that support from See Me, which has been absolutely invaluable throughout this process. We enrolled in the programme and then we undertook the baseline survey. We had over 700 staff and officers in our area, and we got a return of 51%. The culture of the organisation was such that people didn't feel entirely confident to disclose mental health issues to their line managers, and that was certainly a standout point from that for us. We've recognised that actually our line managers and our senior managers are a target audience for us in terms of sort of empowering them to have the confidence to have conversations with their staff and perhaps understanding a little bit more about what they might be experiencing. So we set up a steering group who have developed the action plan with the support of See Me. We realised there was an awful lot of work involved in actually implementing what was in the action plan. So we really felt that we would benefit from having somebody full-time to actually help us to deliver the action plan, but also to look at mainstreaming the work going forward. Police Scotland have recently launched the Backup Buddy app, which can be accessed by officers and staff to get information about support if they're needing it. It also contains a series of videos that have been shared by officers and staff within the organisation, where they share their experiences of depression, of PTSD, of anxiety. And that's, again, just working to break down the barriers and break down stigma and discrimination. One of the biggest aspects for me, and the most important aspects as well, is actually having senior management buy-in as well. Our divisional commander, he's very much leading by example in terms of showing his staff within the organisation that he's committed to taking this forward in a pragmatic and meaningful way. We already see that it's starting to get people talking about mental health and about stigma and discrimination, and I think that can only continue to grow with our project officer now in post. And ultimately what we want to do is mainstream a culture shift. That's where we want to go. We don't want this to be lip service. We want this to move forward and to stay moving forward with the momentum that it's got at the moment.